an eminent private investor. You've seen him so often on ET now. Huge round of applause for Mr. Kedia for his fireside chat with Aisha Faridhi.
Over to you, Aisha. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause, please, for Vijay Kedia. You know, we were debating about what to talk to him about, and we've talked so much about gold, silver, news flow, war, Trump. And we thought we'll ask you, how is it that you tune off from all that noise, and how do you invest and make money in this market? No. Take my mic, I'll get it.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. So it's very simple, Aisha. As you know, in the stock market, there are two kind of animals, you can call it. One is like trader, and one is like investor. So all these noise, which what you are talking about, this is only for the traders and all. So for investors, all this news actually does not matter. For them, the only thing which matters is earnings. And earning does not come on everyday basis. So every day we are you know, you have to face, or you have to, you get all kinds of news on a daily basis. So if you will keep on reacting on every news, then ultimately you will end up holding nothing in this market. And it is applicable at all times, at any given time. So this is what I think one has to understand. One has to evaluate oneself, whether I am in this market as an investor or I am in this market as a trader. So if you ask me that I am 100%, there is no doubt, I am here in this market for this trading and all. So for me, all these news, all these headlines, they don't matter at all. So for me, it is like something like a scoreboard. Or for me, again, it is like I'm a marathoner. So I'm running a, say, 42 kilometer of run. So for me, it does not matter that at 1 kilometer, where am I? After 5 kilometers, where am I? As long as I am running, as long as I am continuing my thing, I am okay with this. So that is why the biggest thing is to cut off all this noise.
But Vijay, you've always said that markets reward patience. It's difficult to be patient in this kind of a market. Na? Sunday ko kuch hota hai, Tuesday ko kuch aur ho jata hai.
So that is why it is difficult to make money also, Joe. So because you have to win over yourself. If you are not patient enough, then any given time you will be out of this market. So this is what you have to learn. All these are the quality of a good investors, that you need to keep knowledge, courage, and patience. And the patience is a very important thing to ultimately to win in this market. So if you don't have patience, that means you are out of the race. So enjoy.
So Sunday morning when we were chatting with you, you were singing Tu Hi Re from Bombay for the finance minister. After the STT hike, what song did you sing?
So she punished me for that, because why did you sing the song? So I got this punishment. वो बच्चों को punishment देते हैं ना क्लास में, चल खड़े हो जा, उठक बैठक कर. So I got the punishment. So that is all right. अभी
फिर क्या गाना याद आया आपको?
बड़े बेआबरू होकर तेरे कुचे से हम निकले.
गा के.
इसमें गाने का इसमें शायरी है ये तो बेचारे. नहीं वो फिर बताते.
Okay. So if I want to ask you, if markets were a WhatsApp group, everything happens on WhatsApp groups nowadays. What messages would Vijay Kedia mute immediately? कौन सी नॉइज से सख्त परेशानी है जो इन्वेस्टर्स को देखना ही नहीं चाहिए?
मेरे ख्याल से द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इन दिस मार्केट इज कि हाँ भाई, वो जो माइक्रो लेवल का जो न्यूज़ आता है ना, माइक्रो लेवल का, कि हर चीज़ को कनेक्ट कर देते हैं मैक्रो से, माइक्रो से मैक्रो से हर चीज़ को जो कनेक्ट कर देते हैं, वो बेकार का वो नॉइज़ है. और जो रेट का जो आदमी वो देने लग जाता है लेवल्स, कि हाँ भी ये शेयर्स है, ये इसका ये हो जाएगा, इसका ये 5% बढ़ जाएगा. पीपल आर टॉकिंग इन परसेंटेज टर्म्स, यू नो. तो वो सबसे बड़ा नॉइज़ है, वो बेकार का है. तो उससे मैं दूर रहता हूँ इन सब चीज़ों से.
Right. So you've been, known for spotting very long-term stories and very early. What is your filter before seeking कि मैं कहाँ ढूंढूं, क्या सेक्टर ढूंढूं, क्या कंपनी और कैसा प्रमोटर?
So as I know that I simply apply one formula which the acronym is SMILE, SMILE. So S stands for small in size, and MI stands for medium in experience, and L stands for large in aspiration, and E stands for extra large market potential. So usually I like to invest in a company which is the smallest or maybe the small company in its sector. Not necessary. Obviously, I do invest in a small cap and mid caps only. So, but it has to be the small company in that sector. But management should be having a clean track record and should be having 15, 20 years of experience so that they have seen all the ups and downs in this market, up and downs in the economy related to their companies, that they have gone through all those phases of life. And then L stands for large in aspiration. The management should be very ambitious. If they don't have the fire in the belly, then obviously 5,000 crore company cannot become 50,000 crore company. So that large in aspiration is very important. And besides all, very important is extra large market potential. So the market size of the company should be so big that the company always remains small. So that is what all these things put together, I identify company. And it's obviously bottoms up approach. So this is what I am doing for myself, and luckily it has done reasonably well. So I don't want to change this.
But Vijay, it's a difficult task. Takes a lot of research. I'm sure you must be having some filters at your end. Company, yes. But how is it that you see it has managed to tick all the boxes? There must be some screener, some filter, earnings, what valuation is the stock available on?
So I have earlier I have bought few companies. When I bought that time, they were actually they were losing money, but they have cash in their books, like Tejas Network. Just a reference for purpose we are talking about. So the market cap was around maybe say 400 crore or something, and all, if I remember correctly, and they have some 200 crore in the books. And but the sector has completely changed. So as there is a quote of mine which is like that: always remain invested invest in a sunrise sector at any cost, and stay out of a sunset industry at any cost, sunset sector at any cost. So I am always looking for the sector which is futuristic sectors. Maybe today the time has not come, or maybe it is at inflection points. Maybe after 3 months or after 6 months, if the overall sector will do well, then the company should have that balance sheet that so it should be at that particular point. So this is what I have done in the past. So what I see that the health should be good. And one more formula I'm applying in this market is this. I keep, if any, I will give you the reference of an athlete. Suppose if an athlete has created a track record, or suppose marathon, he or she has done a marathon at particular time or whatever it is. But currently, the athlete is out of the form. So I put that athlete or put that story on my radar, and I wait for the time to turn around. So when that company is at inflection point, then I just think that if it has set a track record, maybe next time it will also do well. So I wait for that inflection point. Sometime I have to wait for 5 years also, 10 years also. So that is all right. That is my business. And when I find that now this company has completed turnaround and sector is also growing, so then whatever money I have at that point of time, I invest in that company. So this is what I had been doing.
Patience and more patience.
Yeah, patience, yes.
Okay, since you did talk about Smile, and I want to talk about the small cap sector right now. If you look at individual portfolios, they've been hard hit, especially small cap investors. Some people are not even opening their portfolio balance sheet right now to see. Stocks are around 80, 100 odd %. You think 2026, that recovery will kick in with small caps?
No, I don't think. I feel that now things are going to, this 25, 26, similar to 25. 25 was, we made a lot of money between 21 and 24, let me tell you, right?
Everyone did.
Everyone. We means everyone. Of course, you also, including you. So, of course, yeah, we made a lot of money.
Mutual fund returns, yes. They were very good.
So, and the stocks multiplied 3 times, 4 times, 50 times, 20 times, 50 times, Now we are paying the toll for that. We are paying the tax for that. Once you pay to income tax, madam, and then again you are paying to the market. So now 25 was the reality. Market showed us reality कि बेटा तो खाली उड़ना नहीं जानता है, तेरे को आराम भी करने का, नीचे भी वापस तेरे को आने का है. So this is what 25 showed us. 26, I think that is going to be a year of consolidation. But in my personal view, I think the market has met the bottom. If you index-wise, if we say, or even smaller and mid caps, they have been beaten down so badly. So I don't think largely, I think market has made its bottom. And at the same time, I have this view that this market is not going to show new high also in a hurry. So this market should be in a consolidation phase. And second thing, I think even in this kind of market, you will get ample of opportunity. Why I am telling you? Because I remember in 2008, after this Lehman Brothers financial crisis happened, market were sideways between 2009 and 2040, index-wise. Index did not show new high, I think before 14 something, if I remember correctly. But during that time also, there were so many mid-caps. Even luckily, my three stocks went up 100 times. Between 2008 and after 2008 crisis, between 2009 and 2014, they went up by 100 times. So that gave me this, courage. And this is what the same formula I am applying now also. Ki maybe this index-wise, this market will consolidate, but you will certainly get some opportunities in this market, which is going to give you a very handsome return. But the idea is this, to identify the same stock at right time. That is what our homework should be of that level.
So basically you're saying wait for another COVID or 2008 like crisis.
No,
to get
crisis
rich.
was already come. No, this is the crisis only. No,
Okay.
crisis we have seen. You see, in 10 years only you will see one crisis only. No, not don't expect this.
No, not at all. I don't want any crisis either.
Yeah. So that crisis we have seen. Now we are seeing the correction of that
Exuberance.
which happened between 2021 and 24. So maybe after 2000. In 26, you will find some level playing field kind of things will happen in this market. I don't think this market is going to crash further from here. This is what I feel as of now.
So where to hunt then? Where to hunt? Because there are a lot of pockets which are looking cheap, but there are lots which haven't fallen at all also.
So that is why I tell you, this is not an easy process. As I said, that you have to identify the right script, should be available at right price. So that is not an easy thing. That is an ongoing process. And world has become also dynamic. Like you were talking about these IT sectors and all. I was seeing that, if I remember correctly, in last 15 years, Wipro has not given you any kind of return. So was it happening to IT? Then, and it is having a large market share in our market cap. Infosys, all these IT companies are having a major share. So, and they are not performing that way. So it's not a so easy thing, it's a difficult thing. But you have to, everything is difficult in life, Yeah.
You make it easy with songs.
No, depend. Yeah, I'm trying to. Because जो कुछ नहीं करते हैं वो फिर गाना ही गा लेते हैं और क्या करेंगे उनके पास में.
तो फिर गाने से start करते हैं. To current state में patience कैसे रखनी चाहिए? To describe your state of mind right now, what is that song?
नहीं, inactivity is also an activity. Not necessary that you have to, every day you have to, रेत से तेल नहीं निकालने का. कि अगर कुछ नहीं अगर आता है तो आराम को गाना गाओ मेरे साथ में बैठ के, फिर क्या करने का अभी. तो हाँ, so that's what I'm saying. It's not necessary that every time you have to be active in this market. If you don't find any ideas, better protect your money. Don't lose this money on your on every trade or every investment alone. You can have your money in the bank for the timing. Whenever you get right opportunity, that time you strike. It has to be like वो हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना बगुला के जैसे है. वो बगुला बैठा रहता है तालाब के अंदर में और बगुला भगत बोलते हैं उसको इसीलिए क्योंकि वो भगत के जैसे चुपचाप बैठे रहता बिना हिले बिना. जो ही कोई मछली आती है उसको फट से पकड़ता है, खा जाता है और फिर चुपचाप भगत के जैसे ऐसे बैठा रहता है. तो वो बगुला भगत बनने का यहाँ पर इन्वेस्टर्स को, वो हर समय छलांग नहीं लगाने का कि हाँ भाई मैं हर समय कूद रहा हूँ, वो जरूरत नहीं है. यहाँ पे हाथ पैर टूट जाएगा तो फिर वो कोई भी काम के लायक नहीं रहोगे.
But Vijay, it's easy for people like you who have seen two bear cycles and then massive bull markets as well. But for most of the investors who have come in at the COVID lows, they've not seen a bear market just yet. Very, very difficult for them to be patient in this market?
So this is a lesson for them. That is what I'm saying. Any school, any college, or any exam cannot, or any course cannot teach all these newcomers that how to behave in this market. So everybody has come and everybody wants to become a crorepati overnight. That is the real problem. So now this whatever is happening in 2025 and 26 or whatever is happening, it is actually it is going to teach them a very good lesson. This market always doesn't go one side. There has to be a correction and reaction and action. All these things happen as a part and parcel of this market. I think that would build their character, that will build their personality to be in this market for next 20, 30 years. So I think this lesson was very important, which they are going to learn. If they learn from this lesson, then it is a good thing for them. And otherwise, jo phir hota hai, wo hai phir.
So what opportunities are smiling in this market right now?
You see, currently I feel opportunities are not random. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि बहुत plenty आपको बहुत सारा opportunity मिल रहा है. ऐसा मेरे को नहीं लगता है. Again, I think that one has to be very selective. So if you, let me tell you that, like, suppose if India has to become a $10 trillion economy by 2032 or whatever it is, now 10% GDP growth we are projecting. So maybe in 7 years we will double. So maybe in 7-10 years we will $10-12 or whatever it is. So I think without like infrastructure, you cannot imagine a $10 trillion economy. So I think, and those shares also find sectors which has already, reacted. Their infrastructure stocks, as I said, it has already, they have already 2/3 of value has gone. Now they are available at a 1/3 or maybe 30-40% of their peak. So I think it could be a good opportunity in these sectors. Metals also, ultimately this metal, whatever happened in this metal, and now they are correcting. But I think maybe next 10 years should be good for this metal stocks also. So similarly, tourism also, government is also focusing on tourism. I think tourism is also a job creator. Tourism should also do well. So there are some pockets which are going to do well.
I understand infrastructure, but again, your way would not be via L&T, right? I'm sure there are small and mid-cap companies you're looking at. Any niche businesses within infra?
Yeah, of course, because I always invest in small companies, not L&T and all these things and all. So there are many companies you will find out which are doing something in water. We are doing something, some EPC into power and all, because as everybody is talking without power now, again, you cannot imagine. Even China has actually, I read somewhere that China is advising USA to increase its power production. China is advising, if you don't teach us, you just increase your power, otherwise you are going to have a problem because of all this, whatever this AI, VI data center, all this demand is going to come, so huge demand is going to come. So they are teaching USA. So I think the same thing is applicable to us also. So any company which are catering to all this business of power and water and all, this infrastructure should be invested.
What else is looking good?
I think I like hospital business. I have invested in hospital company. I like hospital business because there is, in India, we have a young population also, and as well at the same time, don't ask the name. You are taking my...
No.
Because, so India is now, it's a unique situation. We are a young country also, as well as we are an aging population also. So I think the demand for hospital is going to be there for next 10-15 years. But stocks are very expensive. So
I was basically lifting the mic to say that healthcare as a sector is priced to perfection and valuations have gone off.
So wait for, pray to God that suppose if something happens and all this. Now they have reacted 20% from peak, 20-30% they have reacted, come off from their peak. But still they are expensive. So you have to keep a watch. If a market reacts and if you get something cheaper, then you can invest. Otherwise, keep money in liquid fund.
But Vijay, the problem is, and that's the same with the other sectors also that you said, tourism and hospitality. Definition of cheap is now very different than what it was 5 years back.
Yeah, so I will tell you that is the market is very unique. I will tell you another cheap sectors, but you are not going to invest in those companies like PSU banks and all. So I'm bullish on PSU banks, but nobody is going to invest. They are available at 5, 6, 7 PE, 12, 13% credit growth rate. Dividend yield also 3-4%, but you won't like it because you want fun. You means people, like all these young people are coming to the market. They want fun, they want some excitement. So better to have a daru instead of investing in these cheap stocks. That will give you fun, that will give you excitement, that will give you hangover. So this is what I think.
Okay. So, other than the sectors, the one call that you really got right, Vijay, and I still remember, what, 2 years back? China. Your investment in China. Do you still have that? And are you still bullish on your China returns?
Yeah. So China, I'm a patriot, okay? China is close to my heart, let me tell you. Business-wise, okay? So ni hao. So I know this much only in Chinese. So I'm a fan of China. From business perspective, let me tell you, I'm a really big fan of China. I think China is the first wonder of 21st century. What China has done, every country should learn from China, including India, including USA, including Korea, Taiwan, or whatever. So I have invested in ETF, which is listed at exchanges, and I'm still holding. Of course, I am holding. I don't want to increase more because already gone up by 50, 60, 70% from their low. So, but I am very, yes, I am upbeat on China. So,
So, आज China पे गाना हो जाए.
मेरा नाम चिन चिन चू, चिन चिन चू बाबा चिन चिन चू, रात चांदनी मैं और तू, हेलो मिस्टर, हाउ डू यू डू, सब चुपचाप बैठे हैं वहीं, यहाँ पे क्या बात है?
जब तक आप गाओगे ही नहीं, how will we join you?
मेरा नाम चिन चिन चू, चिन चिन चू बाबा चिन चिन चू, रात चांदनी मैं और तू, हेलो मिस्टर, हाउ डू यू डू?
Okay, on that note, Vijay Kedia, always a pleasure having you on the show. Keep smiling and may your portfolio always do.
इसके अलावा कोई दूसरा रास्ता भी नहीं है. रोने से कोई पैसा आपका पोर्टफोलियो में देने वाला भी नहीं है. तो बेटर है हंसते रहो.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kedia, for those words of wisdom. Lots of notes are taken, by the way, Sumit, from this conversation.
And for that lovely song at the end also. Round of applause as Aisha.
Mera
Yes.
naam Chin Chin Chu, of course. Aisha, thank you so much for handing over the token of appreciation to Mr. Kedia.
Gold. So, you know,